Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to do a live stream. I saw got an email from Gary Vee today on his little email list that I'm on, and he was talking about going heavy on live streaming in 2024. So figured I'd hop on. Also, follow my man Joseph Puckett live streaming. If you guys aren't following him, go check him out. Joseph Puckett. He's on all socials. Guys doing some crazy stuff on YouTube as far as streaming with trades and whatnot. So pretty crazy stuff. I figure I got to hop in and work on this mortgage refi app. And so you want to chat me, let me know. I think I can see the chat. The first time using Restream, streamed on the platform. So should be live on pretty much all of them. But we'll see. But yeah, so let me know if you're chatting. And then also down here at the bottom, we got a webinar coming up next week. If you go to secretagentwebinar.com, you're in the insurance or real estate space. That's got a really cool webinar coming up. Working on this all-in-one mortgage by North Point Bank, but Tyler Jenkins is who kind of put me onto this thing, so I'll give him a shout out. And he's essentially got this mortgage that allows you to use your house as a financial instrument. So I don't know if you want me explaining it that way, but Tyler Jenkins, he's from North Point Bank, and pretty interesting. If you let's see, oh, we got sorry. I'm gonna hop on Facebook to see if I can. Pretty quick. Yep, cool. All right, I'm just playing around with this thing right now, guys. I'm trying to figure out. I'll make a ton of videos. I put a ton of content out, so I'm trying to see if live streaming thing is an easier way to do that. We'll see. I'm gonna throw little test comments in all over the place, see what happens, make sure they all come through. There's a little music on, so we just vibe out, man. The IG one's gonna be set. Okay. Someone vertical, so I don't know if maybe it messed YouTube up or not. I don't know if they let you go live vertical or not. If you guys drop a comment, help me out here. Let me know if everything's working. That way I can see the comments coming in. That'd be great. It would be a huge help to your boy, Coach Carroll. I know I don't have like my. Oh. I'm gonna test over here on YouTube, see if that comes through. And then Twitter's a little okay, cool. Sweet. So it's got the chats. The chat will come through on all of them. So I was going to be working on this mortgage application. They're saying like home ownership's at like an all-time low. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Refi fan. The wifey hooked me up with the little Refi minis. They're all gone already. That was like the first thing that I crushed once I got out here in the studio. But seems like a pretty cool way to just be able to get content out, I feel like, to you guys. And so I'm like, hey, I'm working on this mortgage refi application, so why not live stream it and then answer any questions that may pop in. Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. I got to go find my K1 from Mansley Ventures. It was funny. I was talking to Tyler today. He was like, "What's Mansley Ventures?" I was like, "Oh, it's my real estate deal I syndicated." And typically, what happens is if you do a mortgage or you do any loan, they're going to want, if you own over 25% of a business, they reflect business returns. But since I syndicated the deal, I don't own more than 25% of it, so I just got to provide a K1. The problem is, I got to find a K1. So let's see if we can't go find that one first. So I got to get a K1. I'm gonna make me a little to-do list here. And you guys will notice that it's 5 o'clock and I'm working on this. I really don't like working on personal stuff inside of business hours. So if I'm gonna be working on personal items and it has to be done during business hours, I either try to delegate, like I had the landscapers out today, delegate the landscaping that can get done during the day while I'm working. Or if it's personal stuff, I try to wait until afterwards. So, all right, they need a photo ID. We need, already got my P&Ls. I need my homeowner's insurance contact, because in order to close, they're going to want to make sure that you have homeowner's insurance. That's from a good friend, Mark Smith State Farm in Carrollton. Most of you guys don't know, he was actually my first customer ever at Carroll Media. It's pretty crazy. If you're hopping in, if you're watching, man, drop a comment. Let me know what's up. Let me know where you guys are from, or just let me know you're watching. I want to check these comments. This is the first stream I've done through live streaming through restream.io. So let's see what happens. All right, and then they're going to need 23 P&Ls. I'm getting an exemption on this loan, I think. I guess you can call it an exemption, maybe it's called something else. But essentially, when you're self-employed, it's really, really hard unless you're just showing a ton of income to get loans, which as a business owner, you try not to. Not that we... We'll just leave it at that on the live stream. Let's see. So I'm going to need an updated P&L for 2023 for Easy Pro. And then Easy Pro is my power wash and window cleaning company, if you guys didn't know that. And I'm going to need a updated February 23, February 24. February 23, February 24, 12 months. Easy Pro, all 23. And then a letter of explanation. I'll write that up. And I gotta find the 22 K1s. Most recent 30-day pay stub. All right, cool. Let's get to work on this then. I got my picture of my ID already on my computer, so that's not hard. How are you guys doing today, by the way? Everybody have a good week? It's been a crazy week, man. I was on vacation last week, so coming back from vacation, trying to get caught up. I did 3 podcast interviews this week. Shit was crazy, cray. I will tell you though, we got our wedding photo booth photos back. And the photo booth was at the cocktail, like the reception after the wedding ceremony. So like in the reception, like in the last part of the night after dinner and everything. So everybody was all boozed up. Boy, were there some lookers in that thing. There was definitely some interesting photos for sure. So let's see. Front. That one. Get the ID done. Next will be homeowners insurance, and so I'm going to delegate that. I'm going to CC Mark on this email. Mark. Refinancing the house. Could you please, let's see. They actually may not even need it. Almost, could you please provide the contact information? So I need to CC Mark on here. They'll take care of it. Right, ID attached. Homeowners insurance. Contact is Mark Smith. State Farm in Carrollton. Cool. All right, get that one knocked out. So now we're going to go work on a P&L. You guys don't know what a P&L is. It's a profit and loss statement. Get that out of QuickBooks. We got to categorize some transactions. Maybe one of these days I'll get confident enough just to share my screen with you guys, and I'll show you my P&Ls as I'm working on them. I think that's pretty cool. Could maybe even do a live stream explaining a P&L, because the profit and loss statement I look at weekly. A lot of business owners, man, they run their businesses and they don't even know what a P&L is, which to me is like absolutely fucking nuts. I don't know how. I don't know how you run a business without knowing your numbers. Honestly, I think you're asking for a lot of trouble. If you're running your business and you're not like looking at a P&L at least monthly, man, like checking it out monthly so you can keep an eye on it. Like, how are you supposed to know your numbers? It's also how the tax boogeyman shows up and gets your ass. All right, so I got to recategorize some stuff on our P&Ls. Recategorizing means basically moving stuff from one expense account to another. So I'm going to go into Ask My Accountant. You've got to put some of these out here. Okay. Just being. We're supposed to be getting some like snow and ice today. It was crazy because it was sleeting outside earlier, but it seems to have stopped. I thought we were supposed to get the heaviest snow around like 5 o'clock, but I guess not. Shareholder distribution. One of my favorite things in the world. This live stream is crazy, bro. I go from like nobody watching to like 7 people popping in all of a sudden. It's crazy. Oh, shit, sorry. There's actually a couple comments over here. Hey, what's up, Brandy? Robin said, difference between taking a draw from your business at the end of the year, just upping your salary. Good question, Robin. So the difference between taking a draw or a distribution is that you don't have the FICA monster attacking it. FICA is your federal income. I just went blank on that. It's like your Social Security, your unemployment, all of those taxes that you see on a W-2 statement. Those typically will not. Well, it's not updating. Typically, the benefit of taking a distribution is that you don't have to pay FICA, so you don't have to pay federal income tax on the W-2 wages. You take it because you're going to take, if you take a salary, then the salary is taxed instantly, right? So like if I take $1,000 on a paycheck, I'm getting taxed on $1,000 right away. Versus if I take $1,000 as a distribution, then that's going to flow through to me at the end of the year where I can then take the deductions out. So in a way, it's a way of, in a certain way, it's a way of deferring tax, not necessarily avoiding it because, or evading it. Tax evasion is bad. Tax avoidance is just smart business. Contract labor. I was categorizing these transactions. There's a bunch in here for accounting. So we have a bookkeeper and a CPA, and so the bookkeeper comes in and categorizes things, and then things that she has questions about, they'll put into a special category. And then I got to redo those transactions. So, Robin, to answer your question, the benefit of that, or maybe you didn't say the benefit, you said the difference. The difference is that you're going to take it on W-2, and you're going to pay taxes up front versus taxes at the end of the year. So I'd rather hold on to my money and pay my taxes when they're due at the end of the year. Why is this thing not updating? Jeez, agreed. I'm going to switch to classic view. Yeah, there, much better. So hopefully that answers your question. Good question, dude. Appreciate you popping on with us on the live stream, jamming. That's Christmas late. No problem, bro. Just categorizing some transactions. I gotta get my P&L doing some year-end bookkeeping. I needed to do this anyway. I'm doing it because I'm doing this all-in-one mortgage. I was telling you guys about that earlier. The all-in-one mortgage is pretty wild because it's I've never heard of it before. Tyler Jenkins told me about it, and it was interesting to me because the all-in-one mortgage actually gives you a line. It's basically a HELOC, so basically a line of credit on your real estate, and HELOC stands for Home Equity Line of Credit. That's what HELOC stands for. And so a lot of people will get like a HELOC, but they'll do that. They'll get a HELOC as like a secondary mortgage. So the HELOC will take second place on your home on the mortgage. But with this all-in-one mortgage, it's kind of interesting. The HELOC itself takes primary. So what I'll do is we'll close on this loan. We'll get a HELOC. It's going to be 80% loan to value. So we've got about about $200,000 in upside on my house since I bought it. So that's kind of cool. And then the HELOC's going to take primary place. It's really hard to think and just. I was like drawing or something, doing creative shit. That'd be super easy. But I'm like over here thinking about stuff and like trying to categorize and talk at the same time. The HELOC is going to take primary place on the mortgage, and so what that's going to end up doing is that's going to pay off my loan. So made up numbers, right? Say the home's worth $1 million, and so we're going to 80% loan to value. We're going to be able to borrow. Line of credit essentially is going to be $800,000. Let's say I only owe $500,000 on the house. I'm going to draw down that line of credit and draw $500,000 down, pay off my house, and now I owe that bank. But the bank then ties that loan to a checking account in which I can put cash inside of. So if I have $300,000 sitting on the sidelines, I can put it into there, and then I have an interest-only payment on the mortgage. And then that interest-only payment is calculated now off of what's drawn down from the line of credit, less what's sitting in the bank account. And so it really turns your home into a financial instrument, which is very cool because, you listen to Cardone, Robert Kiyosaki, a lot of these guys, and what you realize is you realize that there is you realize that your home, for most people, your home is not an asset. It is a liability, and it is actually the bank's asset because the bank is the one that holds that asset, and so it's their asset. It's making them money, and it's just costing you money. So. Yeah, Cody, it's variable, and I got to double check the docs. I haven't got the finalized docs on it. I checked with Tyler and asked him. I'm pretty sure it adjusts monthly based on. I think it's a couple points over prime. So it could be. Listen, I'm in a 10-3 right now, and I know a lot. I know a lot of you are like, "Holy shit, a 10-3! What the fuck? Why would you take a 10.3% interest loan, DJ? You're insane." Well. Never said it wasn't, first of all. But the 10.3 was the only loan that I could get because the house actually. Hey, Kristen, what's up? The house actually was set empty for 2 years, so like it wouldn't work for FHA. Most banks wouldn't touch it, and we bought it. It would be 2 years in November. So I bought it like when the rates were almost near the highest. And I'm self-employed, so you got to realize that you got to do what you got to do sometimes. And for me, the benefit of the upside of the deal was worth the variable rate and was worth the 10.3 because I knew it's on a 30-year fix, but I knew I wasn't going to keep a fucking 10.3 for 30 years. Like, who's stupid enough to do that, right? I'm not going to keep paying it. I knew I was going to refi, so it was really just to be able to get the deal done so that we could close on it. And then I wonder if I can bring these on. Oh shit, I can bring these on here. Well, that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, we're talking about variable rate. So Cody was asking if the note's a variable rate, the on all-in-one mortgage. Yes. So Cody, I really recommend this. Now, this is not for everybody. Like, I don't think this is like, if you make, let's see, let me get real fancy. Swap this comment out. Let's see. We said, I've heard some things about them. Definitely an interesting concept to leverage your primary. I have a standard HELOC on my primary and use it constantly for purchase of other properties. Yeah, so Cody, you're going to fucking love this then, because that's exactly the issue, right? So the problem most of the times with a HELOC is like if you get a HELOC on your property, you're only going to be able to use the upside equity, right? So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by upside equity? You can only, like, if Cody's house is worth 500,000 and its primary mortgage is at 400,000, his HELOC's only going to be able to be maybe 100,000. Most banks are not going to let you borrow 100% loan to value on a property, unless you've just found a really, really cool fucking banker. But essentially, the problem with using that HELOC, right? That floating HELOC where you're like, because that's the whole idea. Like when people are like, don't buy a primary house. Don't buy a home. You hear Cardone talking about this bullshit all the time. Don't buy a home. Don't buy a home. It's the worst investment you'll ever make. Blah, 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 right? And then what do you see? You see this motherfucker go buy 2 houses in 1 year. So that's why I always say, be careful who you're taking your advice from on social media. A lot of them are full of fucking shit. But the problem, Cody, with that is that you only have a little bit of equity left to use, right? Your primary mortgage has it locked up. With the all-in-one, it takes the entire property, like the entire price of the home. And so then what happens is you can put money in the bank account and then pull it right back out, right? So, say same scenario, right? Your house is worth 500, you owe 400 on it. You go do 400 on it. Well, if you have 100 grand, you close, say you guys sell, for those of you guys that don't know, Cody's a real estate agent. Cody, say you guys sell like a big ass chunk of property, right? So you got $1 million that moves into the bank account. Dude, you can take 200,000 of it, put it in the checking account with North Point Bank, and then now your interest is calculated, and then you can pull that money in and out. Like if I had stroked a check to my mortgage company for 50 grand to pay down my mortgage, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, I found a sweet deal. I need that 50 grand back because I can go buy this company. The mortgage company is going to be like, so sorry, too bad. Maybe you should have made that payment. And I'm going to be stuck to where with this one, it's like a moving line of credit on your house. So pretty cool, man. Pretty interesting stuff. So hopefully that helps you guys out. This thing's pretty cool. I like this. I like it. I like doing a little. Now I'm like, I feel good because normally I'm like, I gotta make content. I can't work. I gotta make content. Like, get my shit done and hang out with you people. Because we're streaming across YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter/X. I'm curious, do you guys call it Twitter or do you call it X? I'm really interested to know if you guys call it Twitter. X. Very cool, very cool. Love this app, man. This is pretty sweet. Shareholder distributions. Yeah, I had a lot more distributions in here I needed to categorize than I thought. Holy smokes. We had a good year though. I can't complain. We grew 60% in Carroll Media last year over year. We're already out the gates again hot this year, so pretty happy with everything, man. Be like, okay, throw my caption back up. There's some more of these in the future. I'll make sure I get my like headset out so the audio quality is a lot better. Anybody got any crazy plans this weekend? Any wild plans this weekend? Anybody? AFC. That's definitely not a deduction. Oh, that's cool. I can overlay the comments down inside of it. Huh. Isn't that fancy? All right, we got all those transactions categorized out of the Ask My Accountant folder. All right, I took our net income up quite a bit, but not too awful. So we're good. Good little year last year. Hey, Kelly, hope you're doing well. Thanks for saying hi. All right, Cody, back with the comment. I thought you left, dog. Let's go. Oh, some real estate. I'm going to try to split this thing, see if it'll go 2 and 2. There we go. That's way better. All right, so Cody said 90% is the highest you can usually find. I got in at the right time of interest rates prior to major appreciation. Right now, my main loan is a 2.625. Woo-hoo-hoo! Vance just got tight, Cody. 2.2 point. Well, I don't think we'll ever. I really don't think we'll ever see those rates ever again. I don't ever think you'll see a mortgage in the 2s again. I think the economy's too big at this point. And only pay the high interest rate on the HELOC part. If I didn't have such a low interest rate on my primary, it would probably make a little more sense on the aspect. I think it's a really cool tool, though. Just got to look at the numbers on every investment. Cash flow is pretty much all I care about right now. My man, that changes from time to time. Brother, that never changes. You should always only care about cash flow. Only care about cash flow. He said, I agree. We probably won't. That's why I have to give up the free money. Hey, I get it. I get it. Totally understand. I was just talking to a guy this morning about that. Like, I think that a lot of people will say, real estate is, well, I hate to give up the free money, not have to give up the free money. A lot of people are like, oh, use real estate. Like, real estate's the resource. Like, I can make more money. So just so you guys know, true transparency, I liquidated damn near my entire stock portfolio. I've got a couple of Russell 2000 ETFs still in my portfolio. But again, I plugged Joseph at the beginning. Joseph Puckett's doing some shit. He's talking about like 1-2-2-1, 1-2-2s or 2-1-1s or something like that, covered calls. Like, we got another buddy, Andrew Shetty, that's like just a genius, man, that he does natural gas trading, and it's insane. And oil as well. But I think this all-in-one mortgage is gonna be pretty cool, man. For one, I'm gonna go a 30-year fixed at 10.3%. Like my payment is not friendly to me right now. Not to mention 75% of it because most mortgages are front end loaded with interest, right? Like it's a scale that crosses. So like if you see it, it's like your payment, they go like this over time, right? So like in the first 15 years, it's almost all interest. In the last 15 years, it's mainly principal. I particularly think that that's fucked up. I particularly think that when they made a home mortgage, they did that fucking shit on purpose for the banks to make money. Because any other loan, like I don't know. To me, I think front end loaded. It's hard. It's hard when I see real estate agents. They're like, well, if you're renting, you're just throwing your money away. Bitch, for the first 5 years of owning a house, you're throwing your fucking money away too. There's not really anything going to equity. Like you're gonna have a little, like you'll have appreciation, and that's why you buy an asset and hold it. Most of you guys also don't know. We actually just talked to Corey's sister about this. They were looking to sell their house. If you hold your primary residence for 2 years, you can then sell it cap gains tax free, meaning that your capital gains on the property. So like say you buy a house for 100,000, you can sell it for 150,000. If you own it for 2 years, you don't have to pay any tax on that 50,000 in profits, which is pretty cool. And so I think a lot of people don't know that. Man, you know me, I'm Mr. Carroll over here. I'm just trying to put you guys on game. All right, let's recategorize. I got some wages in here, so I got to recategorize those. Got to go to ADP to do that, though. ADP is who we use for our payroll processing. Oh, there's the sleep. I hear it now. Pinging off the window. Cody said, except you lose the opportunity for natural appreciation by renting. 2 out of the last 5 years, up to 250,000, I believe, for single person. Except you lose opportunity for naturally appreciation by renting. 2 out of the last 5 years. I'm not following that one. 250,000. Well, I'll agree with you, Cody, on the appreciation piece. The appreciation piece is huge, man. Like I bought my dad a house in 2021. I paid $125,000. 2 out of 5 was capital gains tax. I paid $125,000 for this house in 2021. It's worth I could sell it tomorrow for $200,000. Like that's not normal. Like that is outsized performance. Like you were not supposed to be able to buy a $120,000 asset and it gain, what is that, 80 out of, too much math. I don't do public math without a calculator. 80 out of 120,000. That's 60%. That's a 60% return on your investment in 2 years. That's insane, bro. That's not normal by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll see. I've been watching the market. This thing just keeps going. Okay, so S&P closed down today a tad bit. Yeah, you won't see that often. Exactly. Yeah. I think, listen, you guys got to realize, man, this market, and Joseph was talking about this. If you guys want to go check out his channel, he's kind of starting this live streaming thing. Again, I've live streamed. I've been making content since 2015. You guys I posted my first YouTube video, I want to say it was 2009. Yeah, good talk, Cody. I appreciate you, bro. Boom. Throw you up on the screen one more time. This thing's so cool. I like this. And then all the comments, so I get comments from YouTube, everything right here inside of this. So pretty cool. Appreciate you, man. This little star. That just stars it. Oh, very cool. But yeah, I've been making content. My first YouTube video, maybe I'll share that with you guys. That would be fun to go back and pull some of the archives from way back in the day. My accent was bad, boy. You could tell I was from Kentucky within the first couple of fucking seconds. I get like that too. If I drink a little too much bourbon, that twang starts to sneak out on me a little bit. Gotta be careful with that shit. But I was earlier today. I was like, I saw Joseph Plunkett was live streaming. He's got his YouTube channel. He's trying to grow his followers. You guys go follow him if you haven't. Try to get him to 4,000 subscribers. And he was live streaming. I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna put this live streaming shit off. I have this Ustream I'm paying for, Restream that I'm paying for. Let's go see. So let's plugged in, and while I'm in here working, it's actually making me a little less efficient because I'm talking to you guys. But okay, we're making content. Meals, travel, define wages. Salaries. There we go. All right. I got to split these transactions. Here's 11, 17. What are they doing? Why are all these transactions? That's fees. Let me throw this one back up here. All right, that one's good. So it's just going to be a couple of these big ones I got in here. 8,100 on 629. Damn, I can't believe I'm in here 40 minutes already. It's crazy. You guys got questions, let me know. I'm just working on, now we're moving some transactions around on my P&L, profit and loss statement. To recategorize some things. So it's 629. Coinbase is on a freaking tear, man. Oh, come tumbling down. All right, Alpha Pros. Can you guys hear the music playing? I'm curious. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys can hear this music playing or not. I put it on here just so there was something in between me talking. Change the music, get some a little more. We got hip hop, we got lounge. It's got a little minimum house music, a little EDM. Go. All right. see if I can share this. It's probably not even gonna. It's probably not gonna look right. Let's see. Play around with this real quick. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of because I'm in horizontal mode. You guys probably can't even see that, honestly. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Maybe next time. This is pretty cool. I can play with a couple different camera angles too, so we'll have some fun with this thing. I might get Andy out here to help me with it. Andy's our creative director. Liz when it comes to stuff. I like this music though. Bumping. We'll tell you guys, we're in the process of building some really cool stuff right now. I'll share that with you. Pretty crazy. We're in the middle of the beginning stages of building an app. That's going to be really cool for Trail Media. And that'll put us in a different place just in the market overall with the new app coming out. That's going to be awesome. And I'm categorizing these transactions. Boy, I paid Jonathan a lot of money last year. Jesus. Johnny boy, if you see this, making that bread, baby. Alpha Pro. Adam's in here too. Boy, making that money. All good. You know, I used to have this like, I don't want to call it a scarcity mindset. It's the only where I can think of where like, you know, it's almost like if other people made money, like how was I going to make money? And it's wild because you can definitely make money while other people are making money. There's so much cash out there. It's insane. Like one of the things I've learned from the private equity world is that like, it doesn't matter how big you are, there's always a bigger fish, right? Like you could have $8 million and there's somebody with 80 million. You could have 80 million and there's somebody with 800 million. You could have 800 million and there's somebody with 8 billion. It's like, it's crazy, man. You have 8 billion and somebody with 80 million is out there. Wow. Wild world we live in, folks. It's actually kind of cool because this Restream music is royalty free, so YouTube can't hit my ass with a copyright strike. It's kind of cool. It says it's AI generated music. Isn't that crazy? All right, next one, 11-2. I'm like bopping to this song like I fucking know it. I've never heard it before a day in my life. Every time I hear house music, I think of like Terry Crews. You guys remember that movie where he's like, those are white chicks, I think. I don't know what this song's making me think of that. Oh shit. Let's go. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I'll be live streaming for an hour. I did not think I would be live streaming this fucking long. I was like, we'll just hit this button. We'll go live while I'm doing some work. And again, guys, like if you're just joining, if you're just tuning in and you're just seeing this, like I literally got an email this morning because I'm on Gary V's like email newsletter list. Actually, I meant to send this. I gotta send this screenshot to Keith Alphas because I highlighted it in the email, and it was funny because he's talking about live streaming. And he's like, live streaming can be anything because people watch for many reasons. ASMR, background chatter, curiosity, or just voyeurism around something they find comfort in. And it also, he said, do I think that it's the same as possible with you? Yes. Do I think there's a landscaper right now who has a nice business and makes $100K a year who could really be making $1 million a year instead when he starts live streaming the day-to-day of his landscaping business tomorrow? Yes, I do. And so it's so funny because Keith and I have talked, and like he doesn't do near the landscaping as he used to, and he changed his business model so many times, and like it's just crazy though. I'm reading a book right now. My neighbor told me about it. Bob Proctor, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life, and a lot of it's like personal development stuff that I'm already very aware of and that I put into practice. But man, it just shows you the power of like going through the process, reading the stuff again, learning the stuff over again. And when I talk about paradigm shifts, when I made the changes at Easy Pro, when we went from having people and I just contracted everything out, it was crazy because I was like, hey, we're not going to answer the fucking phone anymore. It's like, that's so crazy. Like, who in their right mind would say, I'm not going to answer the phone anymore? But that's what I did. I literally found the guy online, and I had him build us a program inside of Twilio. If you're not familiar with Twilio, it's a great program, great software. But inside of Twilio, I had him build me a program, and I essentially stopped answering the phone. It's like, thanks for calling Easy Pro. Press 1 for sales. Press 2 for customer service. No, it doesn't say that. It says, it doesn't even, we took that prompt out. It says, we know to increase efficiency, we no longer answer the phone. To communicate via text, press 1. To communicate, to leave a voicemail, press 2. And essentially, if you press 1, then there's we call it Bobo. It's like an automated text messaging system that collects all the information and sends it to the sales team, which we're actually outsourcing to Costa Rica this year. And the crazy thing about all of this is it fucking works. And the customers that don't want to follow the system, I'm okay with it. We just don't service them, and they can go find a different contractor. Totally okay with that. It's part of living in abundance, man. But it's pretty crazy that it worked. Who would have thunk it? I thunk it. That's who I'm about. I don't know if I should be listening to this music on live stream, but it's all right, 1200 and 10620. All right, guys, last transaction here. Recategorize these things. And then we'll be good on this part. Went to Harry's today at Malone's, upstairs at Malone's. Had a team lunch. That was pretty cool. I hadn't had a team lunch in a couple months. Got married last year, so we didn't do it at the end of the year. And then we had our Christmas party, and then we didn't do it in January. So 266. I just realized my two main subs that we work with are certified pros. Their company names are Alpha and Elite. We're only working with the best of the best around here, man. If you're watching on one of the platforms, say what's up. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. So earlier I was talking about some tech that we're building. sidetracked on that. We're building an app, but one of the things I'm most excited about, and I actually have one of these deployed already, is Ally, the AI sales rep. That thing I think is going to be a game changer. I was thinking identify anonymous website traffic, give you their name, their phone number, email address, their home address, even if they didn't opt into a form, which kind of scary from a marketer standpoint. Really fucking cool. And then Ally goes out there. She basically identifies the website traffic, and then she goes out there and that's all good. That's all good. All right, we are solid. She goes out on your website. She hangs out on your website. She identifies anonymous website traffic. She then will call and leave a voicemail as well as send emails to these people to try to generate them like an actual warm lead, and then turns them over to your sales team. So it's pretty cool. I think by 2025, I'll have an AI sales rep that can write insurance policies for all of our insurance agents. It'll be cool. All right, to-do list. Got that one updated. So now let's pull that P&L. Last year. All right, guys, we're 4 minutes away from a 1 hour live stream. Holy shit. Actually pretty easy. February. $15 and $14. Let's rename these. Right, you got that. Beautiful. Let's put that over in an email. All right. This makes no sense. It's like, please provide a signed and dated P&L. Like, why the fuck do I have to sign it? I'm the one generating it. What do you think? Like, who do you think generated it? Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can get by without signing them. All right, guys, 1 hour. Woo! It's nuts, man. Crazy. I'm gonna be interested to see how many impressions this video gets. That's another reason why I wanted to do this was like, what's the cumulative impressions across the entire platform? Because part of me is like, I should just live stream my podcast to not have to mess with the edit. But wow, they're showing this AI generated video from OpenAI. It's trippy. Government's worried about misinformation last election. What do y'all think's gonna happen? What do y'all think's gonna happen? Yeah, we'll save it. I'm working on my mortgage. Don't talk politics, DJ. Don't talk politics. Just work on your mortgage. I already have 23. Okay, let's fix ones. Here's those. All right, now we're gonna go find the K1, which I have no fucking clue where this K1 is at. I'm asking for the K1 from 2022. Man, this is crazy. I'm like going back and looking through my real estate file, and like back in like 2017, we were offering like $28,000 for houses in the West End. It's like you can't find anything over there for that price like that anymore. Crazy. Where is my K1 at? Found the login. Finally. All right. Verification. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this thing here. Been doing it for about an hour. Catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.